Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Educational Gamer and we are playing Strategic Command in our turn as the Allies. So, let's start out in the North Sea because we know that there is a German submarine over here. So we could reach that with a couple of our destroyers. I know there's another submarine somewhere here in the area that I am keen on finding. Doesn't look too likely though. We know at least it has moved down here, so let's continue moving up some of these guys. And it does not look like it's anywhere here. Oh, there we are. That is U-37. Yeah, so we have the 73 over here and the U-37 over there. So let's try to attack this one. Successful attack over there. Bring you over here. Continue our attack patterns. Very good result over there. You could potentially reach further up there than you could, so let's try this. What I find very nice is that it hasn't dived away yet, so since we are over here, let's try to finish it off. And of course now it dives away. But there we are. And that should hopefully allow us to finish it off. There we go, national morale boost. Should have actually checked whether we could launch from... We really can't launch any aircraft from Scotland over here because it's raining all the time. Okay, let's try to get these destroyers then to that area up here in the north and attack U-73. One attack, two attacks. Nice, good result. So anyone else though, you can't really move up there. Can move you at least in the general vicinity. Yeah, that's fine though. Okay, and the Soviet one? Well, we could attack. Doesn't do anything though. Okay, fine. Do we want to send up an aircraft carrier up here to maybe make it a little bit easier to finish these guys off? I don't think that's required, so let's hold off on that for now. Let's keep scouting out these Germans over here a little bit because I do want to know what they are up to. So, I think that should mean that the Germans have a maximum of 3 ships. Yes, they do. So we know about this submarine, we know about the submarine in the Mediterranean down there. So that is of course very good. So I think what we can actually do is bring these destroyers back towards our base. There was a message about something over here, but I'm not too sure what that actually entailed, so let's bring up these destroyers as well. And the light cruise over here on the American side can just continue to scout out that way, and that should be fine. We do have more Canadian destroyers up here, but you know what, I think with this number of ships that is good enough, so let's bring these guys actually down towards the Mediterranean, and then we can maybe kill off some of these submarines down here. That would be very valuable as well. And since we are over here, and let's bring up these submarines sort of towards the Bay of Biscay, because I want to place some mines in these fields over there, because I do think that would reduce their income. So nothing else that can be done over here in the North Sea itself. We do have a destroyer over here, so, and a light cruiser. I'm not convinced that we should be upgrading this one right now because there's so few German ships left that I don't think that's necessarily a high priority over here. But let's make sure to scout out a little bit in the North Sea to find anyone who might be lurking over here. And in fact there's no one, so that is appreciated. That means we can bring this carrier down here. We can upgrade or reinforce the air group. Speaking of upgrading, I think these guys do deserve an upgrade of advanced fighters. It's not that costly and always very useful. And that also means we can move these heavy cruisers in base over there. And I do actually want to increase your naval weaponry. You'd be able to conduct a little bit of a strike on submarines. But yeah, they're primarily there to attack enemy shipping, so I think that's alright. These destroyers up here, do we need them? Should you maybe also come to the Mediterranean? Yeah, let's bring it towards that direction. And that should be okay. Very good. Okay, so other than that, we do have a strike craft over here. A naval strike craft. And that one can work out. So, you know what? If next turn Scotland doesn't clear up, I'm gonna give up on it. And these battleships can stay in port. This battleship can get into scupper flow, so it's a little bit safer from attack. But that should basically deal with that. No further naval units anywhere over here, so let's deal with these guys sitting off the coast of Gibraltar over there. So before we move these capital ships in, let's have a look at these the situation in North Africa, and in particular with regards to these submarines. There is no sandstorm or anything, so we could potentially do a strike over here, but why is it so bad? Why? I mean, they do have some AA capabilities. Yeah, but all in all, things aren't looking too great, so this battleship really needs to get into port. And these destroyers could deal with one of these threats. I'm a little bit more keen on destroying the Germans, I have to say. And the bombers. If you can't really do any damage against these guys, how about these submarines? Well, that was not too bad. Good result, actually. Can't strike a second time. Could use these fighters to strafe people. I don't think we can upgrade you because, yeah, we just supported that attack, so that was a little bit foolish. And let's upgrade this light cruiser to actually get better anti-sub weapons, better naval weaponry, anti-A, AA. Yeah, since we are here, let's upgrade it entirely. That should be alright. Good. The carrier itself then can strike the Italians. They are diving away, but they did take some damage. So let's attack the Germans for another round of damage over there. And here we are in contact with the Italians again. That was anticlimactic. Right, so these heavy cruisers will not be very useful against these submarines. Did use the bomber. Really can't seem to do much against these fighters, so we need to move these guys out. So, and the battleship in. So let's sort of switch roles over here. You can come up over there, and then we place the destroyers in the way so nothing can harm them too badly. Artillery could strike. How's our morale? It's recovering slightly, so that is good. Yeah. So we could bring up these carriers, and I'm mindful to do that because that would remove these submarines from game potentially. Or not. And now we don't have it spotted anymore. Okay, we're going back. This battle cruiser needs to be reinforced, certainly. That's fine. This army needs to be reinforced. How about these special forces? Fine for now. Okay, so how about these guys then? Do we want to quick move you? Where could you actually go? All the way over here. Let's try to do that. Yeah, very good. And you? Bring over here as well. So we are passing through that somewhat dangerous territory quite quickly. Yeah, this battleship then. You know, we could move out the heavy cruiser. That might not be the worst idea. Okay, let's park the heavy cruiser over there. And that does mean we can bring in this battleship towards Malta. Safely in the harbour. And that should be good. And yeah, you guys can do whatever. Just stay over there, don't get shot at by submarines, and that should be okay. Good. All of these guys are streaming where they need to be. Everything else over here is fine, so that is good. We don't have a ton of points as the UK, I'm mindful of. And we do have a couple of units here that should be getting closer towards Burma and things, so let's actually look at the Burmese situation then. So we can advance here very slowly. I realize very, very slowly. But yeah, that's what we need to do. Bring you up further over here. You can still dash towards over here. And the garrison can go back into Kuanming. You can't even pass through there. Yeah, I think we need better supplies. You should be upgraded before you advance further, because there are Japanese forces down there. And you, well, let's advance you. That means we can advance you further. I would really like to cut through this jungle, but that just doesn't seem to be a possibility. So let's... oh, we can't even upgrade you. Okay, let's bring it down here. Then think about how we deal with these special forces. So I'm guessing the supply situation is not good enough for us to attack and upgrade. Okay, let's wait for a second because I do want to upgrade my weapons. Right, there is a destroyer over here. That is a tempting target. At least as long as it's isolated. We could actually start to move up these guys a little bit. I don't think this port is that threatened anymore. But we should also keep on reinforcing these carriers and their aircraft and all of that. So also these submarines. Tactical bombers. Can you? You can in fact not attack into there. That is too bad, but yeah, let's move you up slightly. There should be enough supply for you there. And over here, let's reinforce you. Let's reinforce you. Just keep on holding out for now, and that should be fine. The submarine should also be reinforced. Yeah, that is all draining on the UK points. We really don't have that many left. And the heavy cruiser should be upgraded, at least with a better naval weaponry. And then what we can do is... ooh, these bombers can't be used anyway this turn. We can't even reinforce them. This heavy cruiser could come in over here. Yeah, let's bring into this... oh dear, enemy contact. Yeah, that didn't go too well. And we do have this... well, we do have a battleship over here, so... let's bring in the battleship. Let's try to sink this light cruiser. Ah, nearly. And now you can't really move out, so let's bring in the light cruiser then over towards over here. Try to sink the light cruiser. Thank you. And likewise, now we have bottled up this situation here a little bit better, so I think that is a good idea. There are some fighters, there are some Japanese ships down here, but that is what we can do for now, I think. Right, over here in Haiku, you guys should all be fine. Have we got any upgraded units? We do not. So let's make sure to upgrade the army, because it's probably going to be the most immediately helpful at attacking these troops. But we can circle other units in there as well. Maybe we should not have even upgraded. Yeah, we might have been fine if we just had waited for these guys to finish themselves. Right, everyone else, I think it's fine. Oh yeah, there's an attack over here. Come on, let's finish off these guys. Nice. Some more points for us, a little bit less for China. That is always appreciated. And then we can simply move these guys sort of out of the way. Yeah, that's fine. Over here everyone is fine as well. Nationalist China doing good, I think. Do we need to upgrade or reinforce anyone? No one that can be upgraded over here. Well, some upgrades possible over there. So yeah, let's do that. Simply because I think it's appropriate to do so. In terms of reinforcements, yes. Nationalist China did lose some units. Oh, did we just over-strengthen these guys? We did. I had not intended to do that. Yeah, everyone else is fine though. Even that you guys down here can't... Are you not in supply? Well, somewhat. Oh, we do have tactical bombers here as well. Yeah, let's conduct a strike. Oh, interceptors. But we do have escorts, and that is fine. Because we are doing more damage to them than they are doing to us. So, yeah, win. Good. Should probably pull these tactical bombers, though, down here. We'll have to do that next turn. Okay, that is fine. Can we do anything with these American fighters? Let's bring them close towards our base. And that is something. We do have a light cruiser down here. Didn't I bring that up here? For a little bit better visibility. We also have a light cruiser up here, which we should be reinforcing. Yeah, and then the UK doesn't have any points left. Hooray. You guys all fine down there though. Could start to bring you in, but I'm mindful of all of the Japanese might in their shipping that they do have kicking around down there, so it's probably not that worthwhile to do so. These submarines should start to get reinforced. Yeah, let's bring them home slowly. See whether we find any Japanese in the meantime. You are on silent, that I appreciate, so not running into any enemies here, so that is okay. What are you in? You're in silent as well. Trying to scout for some Japanese. There don't seem to be any. Okay, and for the Americans we do need to upgrade the fighters and the naval strength of these aircraft carriers. You guys are fine. You should be moving in. Okay, you can move out. Then you can move into here. That should be fine. And then we can upgrade these heavy cruisers. Come on, let's simply upgrade, 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 upgrade. That's fine. Good. Special forces don't need to be upgraded because the upgrade that we do have is only a mobility upgrade. And that is not that useful. Making sure there are no Japanese kicking around. Don't seems to be fine. And then we can bring in the battleships closer towards Pearl Harbor. No need to run you quickly or anything, since I would rather like to upgrade you as well. And that will take some time for these guys to move out and these battleships to move in and all that, so that should be fine. We do have another heavy cruiser over here, which maybe should be coming in quickly towards the sea zone that we are most interested in. Right, so that seems to be fine. These carriers, yeah, I mean you could all do things, but no, I think we are fine with the American workload. We do need to come down here, I think, and protect some of these areas. So also keep in mind to move these special forces within the US. Don't need to pay anything for that, I believe. You could be reinforced, you could be upgraded, but I don't want to do that right now. Could you be reinforced? You could, but we don't really have the points to do that. So no, yeah, let's keep these guys in mind. We need to be somewhere over here. Let's get over there. That's fine. Yeah, not much we can do as the US, I'm afraid. Could reinforce these headquarters. MacArthur's headquarters. And then we do need to think about putting an army down here and taking on Guadalcanal and all of these other naval bases. So yeah, I think over there our island hopping campaign will begin. So let's actually use transport ships for our marines over here and bring you towards Pearl Harbor. And then there we will put you into actual amphibious transport. And then we'll come down here towards the Gilbert Islands and whatever that is, Marshall Islands, so that we can clear out these ports and be ready to go further west. And I think that should be fine. Probably we will be able to do that next turn actually, so what we might want to do then is, can we amphibious transport you? Let's say yes. Where does it put you? Over here. That's fine. And you know what? We will put you into amphibious transport already as well. I do hope that that is considered a normal amphibious transport range and not an extended one. But I don't really have any way of knowing. And let's actually send out these fighters on a patrol mission. Doesn't tell us anything about any Japanese, but still, I think it's a good idea. Good, that does about settle it for the allies, I believe. Let's briefly... Oh, no, we should check on East Africa. Simply to make sure that we are getting some troops towards Burma, or at least towards Singapore. So that I believe we can do. But before we do that, we should probably upgrade these guys. You are Indian, right? And you have better infantry weapons. So yeah, let's definitely do that. You can't be upgraded due to the supply situation, I presume? You are also Indian. Can I? Yes, I can. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Okay, that's fine. Right. How do we want to do this? Let's get you down here, the South Africans. I think there must have been another South African call. Or am I mistaken? Oh yeah, you are South African. Let's keep you vaguely together. And that should be fine. So, the Sudan headquarter. We should actually have transported you before the other guys. But that is fine the way it is. Heavy artillery for India. Let's move you up. You'll be packed up and ready to go. You can't move out yet. Because you're not close to that port, but next time you will. It is a bit slow going over here, but all in all we should be fine. Garrison can be moved up as well. And does about settle it for India. Do we have any new units as India? No, but as the UK we do. And as America? Oh, we do have the airships from that we did build, and I very much appreciate these because they are potentially good at hunting submarine units. So we will be placing them on the west coast and sort of send them over, and the paratroopers, they will be placed actually. So I'm still thinking about attacking Norway, and I think to attack Norway that hex over here is actually best for paratroopers. They might be able to cut into Bergen, which would be good. So let's move up these fighters over here, and then these paratroopers can hopefully be placed over there. Very nice. So yeah, the first paratroopers UK might be able to reach over there, and we will set it to mode prepare so that it is hopefully ready sometime soon. Good. So things are settled for nearly everyone. How about the French over here? Did we just upgrade you? I don't believe we did. No, then you couldn't move. Do we want to try to ship you out from this port? We should actually vacate that port, so... Yeah, well, there's a little bit of a bottleneck over here, so... Let's use all of the ports that we can, and that should be alright. Good. Okay. You are coming down here. You are slowly but surely coming over there, so that is good. Some points as China and that, but not too many actually. So let's have a look at the US. How's your research looking? You are actually funding everything that you can. Industrial technology is coming up. Good to see. Infantry warfare coming up. That is also nice. But I'm mostly actually worried about a little bit the anti-submarine warfare, which we are hopefully funding as the UK as well. We are. We should buy things as America. And what do we really need? More paratroops would be nice. More special forces would be nice. Fighters, tactical bombers. Yeah, I mean, we are heavily investing in air-to-ground research, so that might be a very decent idea. Also artillery, rocket artillery or heavy artillery. More tanks, always very useful. More submarines. Engineer, special forces. What's our production tree looking like? 2 mechanized, a tank, an army, an headquarter, some special forces, 2 bomber divisions. Yeah, we don't really have that many bombers, so let's actually pick a couple of tactical or medium bombers. Let's pick medium. Tactical medium. The difference is that the tactical bombers are better at actually inflicting damage, whereas medium bombers are better at demoralization. And I realize medium bombers actually provide de-entrenchment. So yeah, let's pick these guys. Or could you actually also de-entrench? Yeah, just a little bit. So yeah, these guys should be fine. We put you on long range. Don't think we need naval upgrades for you, even though it's fairly cheap. But I don't think we are very likely to engage naval forces with these tactical medium bombers actually. So yeah, let's purchase this like such. Does leave a couple of points which we might save up, so I think that's gonna be alright. Good. Nearly all points spent. France at some point might be doing something with their points, but other than that I think we are more or less fine. Briefly check on everyone over here that no one could be reinforced, only to provide overstrength divisions, but that is not our target. So yeah, no, we are fine. Good. Very much looking forward to putting our fleet as the US into action. There are some upgrades missing, but we should, I think, be fine to go ahead and strike down here. And that should be okay. Good. Also eager to see our little Zeppelin, our blimp, the ZP-12 in action over here on the convoy lines. Good. So, that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.